vying for a spot. So, you know, you got to be careful. Some teams I know didn't end up getting invited to like the DreamHack qualifiers for EU, if I'm not mistaken, or maybe it was CIS. I'm not sure. But in any case, needing to prove constantly that you're worthy of contention for those qualifier spots.
Time for preparation.
It's gonna be. Oh wait, Madara has the taunt.
Oh, he does.
Yeah,
that's great.
The life stealer taunt. All right, look at it.
That's great.
So I don't know. Did you catch my open qualifier run?
No, I didn't.
So we ran a life stealer, and my teammate that was playing life stealer, his build is like a race car build.
Oh, I did see this clip.
Did you see it? Okay.
Yeah.
I couldn't stop laughing. It was actually so funny. When we were playing that game, I could not stop laughing.
Would you care to enlighten everybody as to what the full extent of it?
I mean, I think we were playing against BSJ's team, and they were basically trying to kill our life stealer. And he was armlet toggling while breakdancing and moving at 522 movement speed. So they couldn't catch him, and he was taunting the entire way, and he pretty much ran like halfway across the map. And it was just it was so clowny.
That's really funny. I mean, do you think that build is very good? It's Sanjin Yasha,
like Boots of Travel. He went like Radiance, Shivas. I think
God.
the build is. I don't like the build, but
yeah,
it's his.
Hey
build,
man, if it works,
it worked. So whatever.
Who was it again?
Dota Master.
Okay, Dota Master. I met that guy. We met that guy in Vegas, didn't we? Us too.
EG Jonathan used to play on EG.
Did he really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. And now he's just trolling BSJ in open qualifier runs. What a guy. Well, it's probably not going to be that from this game.
I think this is another good reason to pick Lifestealer is that Lifestealer AA is like another like very classic lane, and does very, very well against pretty much anything really, because cold feet and open wounds is just gonna annihilate anyone.
Man, he's actually chewing up that bear as well. That's feast early on. That's pretty freaking good.
Oh, mid lane.
Are they gonna get it?
Next time in a lot of trouble. He's gonna be okay.
Yeah, they'll keep him alive.
Yeah, they want to get out of here. I'm really surprised that Lone Druid was picked against the Life Stealer. Like, he has to summon a new bear already.
Well, I mean, Lone Druid... Oh, yeah, they did pick it before that. I forgot. Bambo... That'll be okay. Yeah, that's crazy that he already has to summon a new bear, and they can just TP up here and change up lanes. This is a great start for Mouse.
The thing about it is that it's kind of like back and forth. Oh, Madara. Needs to be a little careful. Vision doesn't connect. But yeah, I feel like this matchup can go both ways.
What's the good part about it for Lone Druid?
Well, if you root a life stealer, I mean, he's actually screwed. Like, he can't really do much. If you root him and he doesn't have rage, then he's kind of screwed.
Right.
You just like kind of move your bear away and just go hit other people, or let the rest of your team come in and deal with him, because that immobilize is just a little too long for life stealer to deal with.
So what's happening here? They're keeping Bambo in lane, and I guess Lone Druid is like running. I don't completely understand. Skylark's had a free lane to himself for like a minute.
So this is kind of my reasoning. Uh-oh, Bambo.
He's in trouble.
Yeah,
oh, the Cogs push back too, and they will find that kill. First blood drawn by Madara, but like, all right, 3-3 TP's top, and then he runs his hero back bottom. Like, is there something I'm missing?
Well, they don't. Okay, so this is the thing. They don't want to lane against the life stealer.
Right.
They don't. So he TP'd up top, and they had to follow him up here, right? And because of that, he actually thinks it's worth it to just jungle a little bit while he's making his way back bottom, so that they have this Bat Rider versus Lone Druid again.
Okay.
That's the matchup that they initially wanted.
Okay, so they like bait Madara by going top, and then they run across the whole map to dodge the lane. I got it.
No. It's definitely not a bait.
Okay.
They probably feel like there's really not much choice.
Yeah. Oh, mid lane. Thug. He does have some mana, but the Flame Guard, the push back to the high ground. Wow.
Have you ever seen a spot like that?
That is insane. Well, in the meantime, Madara takes down Bambo, so I mean the Lone Druid versus Bat might be good, but Lifestealer is still owning fools.
Yeah, and I mean that's kind of the nature of this lineup or this lane. Lifestealer with AA, it's actually a little too much for. I think it's kind of similar if you think about it as a Sven AA.
Yeah.
Unless you're a Darkseer, for example, it's just gonna do too much damage to you.
Well, in the meantime, we're about to hit that 4-minute mark, and mousesports up already at the 2-0. And it looks like Kaiser, they're in position again. The block off is going to be there. The root comes out as well, but with J4 in the area, they'll have more than enough to kill off Thug. A lot of emphasis placed mid for Kaiser to win his lane.
Yeah, and I think this is the right way to go about it, because there's really no choice but to make sure that your mid lane does well, because the other matchups are just a little too difficult to deal with. Like, you have a Earthshaker and a Lich. So if you try to gank Skylark, like, there's really no way that can happen, right?
Yeah.
Even if you Fissure block him, he's just gonna Firefly and fly over your Fissure.
Right.
Radiant's middle tower is not safe.
And you can't exactly gank for your Panda either, right? Your Panda is just getting owned by a Lifestealer AA, so your final resort is to go mid.
Well, and I'm also sort of looking at this, and it feels like, honestly, 3-3, even though that's a like decent matchup, Batrider has enough levels now that it's not going great. He's level 4 and kind of been able to push the Lone Druid back to the jungle a little bit here.
Yeah, exactly. And that's kind of the reason why they didn't want Bambo
Milan?
to TP back bottom. Oh, they know he's here. This is bad.
This could be a good block off if they could find it, but Clockwork, he's found him. And so Milan, he's going to end up paying the price most likely. Has Rocket Flare instead of Battery Assault, so Milan's actually going to knock it out of there. They find that kill. Top lane, they kill Bambo again. Spartan able to make that happen. How's his levels been so far? Bruce level 4 versus the level 5 Batrider who had a free lane for a little while, so it could be worse for Bambo, certainly.
I don't know if it could be any worse. It's pretty bad because... I mean, the biggest issue I see with Bambo dying this, like, constantly, like, this is his 3rd death already, right? And it's not like he's gotten no EXP.
Yeah.
He's sitting at level 4.5, and every time he dies, this AA is just getting a lot of EXP. Like,
Oh, okay.
He's...
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like a little over level 4 at 6 minutes. And a lot of the times, people struggle to get to level 6 at level 10, but he's on track. Like, easily on track.
Well, he is able to just force Bambo back again, and all right, I guess I was comparing his levels to the Bat, but looking at, maybe I should be comparing the Ancient Apparition to the Earthshaker, who's level 2. Yeah, that's a problem right now.
Oh, and Skylark, he's gonna go for the steal. This is looking bad.
Oh, wow. Level 6, he has 7 stick charges as well. He will get this. Skylark getting a big injection of gold now, and, well, he was already doing really freaking well. He's going to be doing even better now. Oh, and they're going to see it now and just be like, no, our stack! They took it away.
So I think at this, just by looking at this, I would have to say that mousesports pretty much kind of winning every single lane right now.
Yeah.
I don't think it's like, you know, as insane as some of the other matchups that we've seen before. You know, I think we've seen like a game where Secret was up by like 4,000 gold at 10 minutes.
No, it was at like 4 minutes. It was
4,000 gold by 4 minutes. Okay.
Yeah. Well, still pretty bad. We saw the other one as well, though. It's happened. They're gonna go again onto Bambo. Top lane. He did get a miss there, and well, with the rage, they're gonna try and make this work. But I mean, if they can just dive you like that, there's nothing left to do, really.
And the thing is, like, you can't blame Bambo for this. This is just a hero thing. Like, there's actually nothing you can do. The only thing he can resort to now is he needs to let someone else soak this lane, buy an Iron Talon, just go jungle. Like, you actually can't do anything. The moment you get open wounded and cold feeded, you're praying to RNGesus for a bunch of misses. And that's all you can do.
Yeah. Well, They're maybe bringing Milan up here to be that sacrificial person, as you were talking about. We'll see if Bambo decides to go for the Iron Talon run. It does look like he has it queued up now. But it's even going to be a little while before he can get into that. Skylark taking out the rest of this jungle here. It doesn't look like they're going to be able to catch the Bat Rider, who's level 7. And in fact, he might end up being able to turn it back around. They've caught themselves the bear. If they want to... it doesn't look like they want to try and kill it off. Instead, it's just going to be a root. But Milan moving in. They have a fissure as well. He doesn't have Firefly, but they pop the shrine. That's going to keep him alive for now. But J4 there as well. Another root comes in, and well, battery assault. Skylark, they managed to keep him alive just barely. Milan, he's going for another round of this though, and well, maybe the jump board is there. Gonna with the Kaiser catch. Ember Spirit here. They're TPing in with another. The Necrophos ulti comes out on the 3-3. They kill off the Bearman, and Spartan ends up living.
Oh, they almost lassoed the Earthshaker too.
Oh my god, that was really close to Skylark as well. It's feeling like, again, these just getting away by the skin of their teeth.
Well, Brewmaster is about to hit 6, so at least they have the brew split to work with now. But it really hurts to have your Lone Druid go in that deep and not get anything out of it, as well as die for it.
Yeah. 6-1. Thug trying to get into that Veil first, and well, item wise and level wise, more importantly, like you're talking about, that Ancient Apparition level 6 at just under the 10-minute mark is going to allow the Clockwork to pick up that tome and get to level 6 that much faster as well. And that feels like it's a moment where you can definitely find kills around the map with that support duo.
Yep, it's gonna be a little too much for Hellraisers maybe, because I really worry for this Lone Druid. Although he's got Phase Boots and Windlace, I think that we're gonna see a ranged bear build here.
Oh man,
haven't seen one of those in forever.
What do you think it is about this game that makes him want to do that?
I think it's probably because there's a life stealer. That's my guess.
Okay.
So that the thing is, life stealer is really good against the bear, but not so much Lone Druid, right? So at that point, you just kind of use. Wait, he put the boots on the bear.
Well, for now at least, it's probably a better play to do that because you can do more tower damage that way, right?
Well, you say that, but the bear's only level 3, so it doesn't even have demolish.
Yeah. Okay, never mind then.
Yeah, my only guess for a range build this game is so that you can buy a Hurricane Pike on Lone Druid, because you're against a Clockwork as well.
Yeah.
So you would just use the bear as a rooting tool as well as a Aurora tool, I guess. And then you just right-click people.
I think we saw a ranged Lone Druid build the other day as well in one of the games. I don't remember what it was. I think it was one of the NA games that I was watching. That being said, I don't know. I think that they lost with it. So it is a little bit of a lost start, and partially because of the talent changes. No more minus respawn time.
Found the bear.
That's a tough one.
Wait, did they kill the bear too? They did, right? They killed the bear.
I think so, yeah. He died before the hero did. So level 6 on maybe next time, as well as level 7 on Spartan. This is real deadly area. Bambo is behind the tower. He does have the... Ooh, Bruce split. They could think about taking this fight right now. He finds Spartan, gonna end up going for that ultimate, I believe. Can he break the TP? He's gonna be able to, and Milan was actually the one that ended up finding it. Now they have the lift up onto the lifestealer. Thug is here as well. Can they kill off Spartan? No, Spartan is somehow living through this. They body block with Thug to make sure they can't kill off Spartan, and he's gonna have Ice Blast up again. Doesn't have mana to cast it though. Can they continue this chase? They take down Skylark. With no more Ice Blast though, I think that Mouse just need to back out.
Radiant's bottom tower has a
all right, that's a start. I think killing off the bat is a pretty big deal for Hellraisers right now, but this is the one thing that kind of worries me about their lineup, is that they are extremely reliant on this brew split to help them fight early on. And since they don't have it for another 100 seconds, Mousesports are going to be able to kind of do whatever they like or until that comes back up.
Yeah.
So I think this is the time for them to just start pressuring towers for the next, minute or so.
All right. Well, we'll have to wait for that pressure to come, as it looks like Thug at least wants to finish off this next set of items first. And I guess the other thing that they can do is you see down bottom here, like the combo of Skylark, Madara, and Spartan. Anybody that shows up to this lane is going to end up dying like almost instantly. But maybe they'll fight.
Madara's been free farming. You can't fight him. It's too hard.
God, he's like halfway to, maybe a little bit less than halfway to a Desolator.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
But do they see maybe next time? He obviously has really good vision over this situation. And they can take this fight if they want. The Ice Blast is coming in now. It's going to connect onto all of these heroes. The Ice Blast is there. He's got the Earthshaker stuck, and Earthshaker nowhere left to go. J4 also going to go down. What a great setup for the gank.
Yeah, and while that happened, they took the bottom tower as well. So the objective was already taken, and they come back and just find themselves 2 free kills. Lone Druid is going to be going for Midas.
Well, lasso now used onto Bambo, and nowhere left to go. Spartan actually got that kill, oddly enough. What did they Reapers?
I don't know, that's weird. He didn't Reaper him. I guess it's like kill priority.
Maybe.
I think he shattered instead of... I think he might have shattered, and then I guess shatter priority takes over.
Okay,
Reapers.
Interesting. Well, Lone Druid now trying to walk in here and see if they can get something done. Spartan is taking a lot of damage, and they don't have Ice Blast, so he's still going to die. They immediately take down the ward that he placed. A little bit unfortunate there. Kaiser, he does have chains up again as well if they want to go for it, able to dodge away from those cogs. And that will most likely stop the push in its tracks. Oh, Madara has shown up, and now everybody needs to run. Bambo maybe going to be the one that left behind. No? Okay. They're able to get out of there. Pump fakes the ulti as well before he ends up walking away. So, Steven, Mouse now looking pretty good. Where do you think, do they just keep up the aggression, just keep fighting from this moment forward?
They should definitely make use of Infest at least. Oh, Doug in a bit of trouble, but...
Does he die there? I think he lives. No, he's taking damage from the creeps too. Almost. Looks like he's going to live through that.
Yeah, I think he's not even close to dying. Actually.
Okay.
No Reapers, so... Lucky, very lucky for him.
Well, Mouse now ready to start pushing down this tower even further. They've already taken both of the other tier 1s. It looks like, again, Hellraisers want to defend. They're walking forward. The bear gets the root onto Skylark. He's taking a lot of damage. Shanefrost out as well. That's a kill. Spartan's away from everybody else, and they pop the Bruce Split as well. Thug able to get the turnaround, able to walk away for the moment. He does get the Reapers off, and it's going to end up hitting on absolutely everybody. That Ice Blast. Is it going to be enough, though? It's just not there. Too much damage from Hellraisers. They're going to find another kill here as Clockwork is caught out and going to be killed off. 4 dead for Mouse in the mid lane.
They did it. They managed to bait Mouse into the worst spot ever, and I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that Skylark was just once again very unlucky. Trying to find the right pickoff, but unable to, connect the lasso, and I think it was like first hit root again, and it wasn't in the river. It was like right on the edge of the river, so they were able to just kill off the Bat Rider immediately, and then the rest of the mousesports team just got baited into fighting across the river.
Oh, snipe him. I'm not gonna snipe him. I don't think it would have been enough anyways. Yeah, I feel like that's one thing that Hellraisers has been quite good at, is punishing when teams have been overextending a little bit. And I mean, normally you expect also that like Thug would be able to stay alive in there, but he is actually not like the tankiest in the world right now. Does pick up that hood and trying to get into the Atos next, but until he gets that completed and a little bit more HP under his belt, he's still kind of squishy.
The thing about it is like he's got the magic damage resistance.
Yeah.
So Ember, Lich, Ember, or Spirit, or Shaker rather, not exactly going to be doing too much to him. So it really comes down to the lone druid, right? But that's kind of where Ghost Shroud comes in. But I think Bambo was actually ready for that, and with the Storm Panda, you can actually just dispel it.
That's pretty cool.
So
Yeah.
it kind of just eliminates that Ghost Shroud.
So every fight, Bambo needs to ulti and then use the dispel magic when
Yeah,
when
when
he
he sees that Ghost Shroud.
Okay. We'll have to watch for that. Make sure that he gets it good. Top lane, they are taking this tower, and it will go down now. They have that Blink Dagger done on Bambo. He's going back for the Midas next. Did the Lone Druid end up finishing off his Midas? Yeah, he did. So Mask of Madness and Midas done. But Madara is getting ready to hit high ground almost.
Might as well. Knows that the entire team is up top, so.
They do
Give it a
force
few
some
hits.
CPs. J4 is going to come back to defend against that, and it looks like the rest of Hellraisers will also retreat.
The game is extremely even now. I wouldn't say there's any significant lead. The Shaker is 400 gold off of the Blink Dagger as well. That's going to be a pretty big pickup. Skylark. Trying to find a pickoff, but everyone's playing very safely right now.
Yeah. Yeah, they know the strength of this lineup for Mouse right now and what they're looking to do, just find those pickoffs. They do have better vision, I would say, right now. You take a look at what the Radiant are looking at. It's mainly up by this tier 2 tower, one mid, whereas for the Dire, they've got most of the lanes pushed out, and then this ward probably over spotting a lot of the jungle. Plus the Clockwork Flare is the big thing.
Well, both sides pretty much have everything. Wondering if someone's going to be looking to make a move here. Especially since Madara does have his Desolator now, so that burst damage. Oh, bottom lane, J4.
Yeah, they got him.
Oh, they missed the AA ulti, but it's still going to be a kill.
Yeah. They have enough damage for that one. So, 20 minutes in, the second tome will be available now. Only 1,000 net worth lead with right around 2,000 experience, and it's been staying fairly steady as we've gone on. How big of a concern is this Lone Druid going to be in the range form? It's kind of a hero that we haven't seen all that much, but I remember back in his heyday, it was almost impossible to deal with just like his mobility and how much damage he was able to deal out with the range as well. Would you be really concerned if you're mousesports right now?
I mean, you always have to be worried about this Lone Druid, but at the same time, if you're running a Lone Druid like this, you also always have to be scared for your Lone Druid as well, because without the bear form, you're not very tanky. So it really comes down to initiation. I think if you get lassoed in team fights, or you know, lifesteal or clockwork bombed, and you don't have the force staff right now, you're probably gonna die.
I guess the other thing too with that is even if you do manage to like have your bear come back to you and then fear the Bat Rider, it's not like that's helping that much. He's just gonna run back to his team anyways. So
Yep.
Kind of a tough one. Bottom lane again. Hellraiser's getting geared up to push down this bottom lane. I don't know if Mouse had seen the Blink Dagger on Earthshaker yet, but Milan did finish that up fairly recently. Also, the Desolator has been completed on Lifestealer, so minus armor all over the damn place.
This is a good time to take this mid tier 1, and maybe they could just sneak in Roshan instead.
Yeah, it feels like if they knew that all of Hellraisers was down here, they might just go for that. We'll have to wait and see.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
It looks like instead they're going here.
Top tower is getting walloped.
This is also a very good option. Just hit this tier 2.
Yeah.
Radiant's top
Well, and like, it's not like Hellraisers are actually taking the tier 1 yet.
That's a good point. It feels very slow right now.
Like, all the creeps are dying. They're getting on there with the Ember, but they're expecting a contest here. The TPs are coming back now to the tier 2 tower in the top lane. The Lone Druid Bear is there with the DD. Ice Blast has already been used down to the south. And Spartan just coming up to hit that tower every now and then. Do they dare to go for it again? It's just going to be denied. So they still don't get this tier 1 tower bottom.
Is in turmoil.
And they end up losing at tier 2.
Yeah, that's definitely not worth it. I think the problem with that was they were so committed to this bottom lane that any type of movement that they made would have looked really obvious.
Right.
Or rather, you can move like 3 people out and it wouldn't be that obvious, but I think they would need more than 3 people is the problem. So if you try to make a counterplay that isn't too terrible, it's going to look very obvious. So.
Skylark now gonna kill off J4 as well with the help of the Ancient Apparition. Used his Chain Frost in that as well. So 90 seconds on cooldown before they're gonna have that ability again.
He's not on top.
And now it looks like maybe with Ice Blast coming off of cooldown again, there's an opportunity here to jump in. Bambo going in. The rest of his team is going back. Now they decide that they need to show up because they've used Split, but they also have the hook shot now. He's been able to catch on to 3-3, stuck inside the cogs. Nowhere left to go. 3-3 is going to fall, and Bambo diving inside the tower. He might get Spartan, but I don't think this is near worth it. Trying to TP out. Does he manage to escape? The Atos, it doesn't cancel. Needed the Reapers, but it would already use.
That was the end for Radiant.
Well, they got the Ancient Apparition. I'm gonna go ahead and say that's not worth.
Yeah, probably not. Oh man, and that leaves open Roche now. Man, Mouse, this is looking like a team that knows what they want to do, and they're making it happen. Earthshaker is up here on the high ground. I don't know if they realize that Roche is being taken right now. They might have an inkling. Now the smoke. The move towards mid. Bambo gonna be easy pickings here, as the Atos had already been revealed from Thug, but going to be used now to find that kill. What's the answer for Hellraisers?
I feel like they should have been fighting instead of just trying to split up the map and force objectives. I think you just like look for fights. Don't even worry about pushing out. Just farm your push out the lanes.
No.
Push out the lanes and fight J4.
Yeah, they got him again, and they also were able to. I mean, that was Chain Frost used on another creep wave. Like I don't know. It doesn't feel like there's that much that's threatening at all at this game, and now they're just going to be able to find the lone druid yet again. 3-3 brought down. Kaiser trying to take down Spartan, and well, he is going to be able to find that kill, but this is not worth it in the least bit. They have Atos, and also they have Reaper. Scythe going to use it. They take him down. Echo Slam doesn't matter. Maybe they can take down Madara. No, he gets the armlet toggle off. He turns onto Bambo and rips him to shreds. Milan, the lone survivor after this one, and he might not be surviving for that much longer. Thug chasing in the base, finding himself another kill. Double for him. And Hellraisers are just searching for an answer that's not going to come.
This is kind of the thing. I feel like they were not as weak as they imagined they were to be, and they just kept avoiding, kept trying to get things done on the map when they could have just probably used a couple of smokes and just took these team fights. I think like it would have been a fair trade, or even like a potential team wipe for Hellraisers with the lineup that they have.
Yeah. Well, 27 minutes in, 9-19 is a stomp. So I get what you're saying there. It's tough because this is a team that we've seen. Like, they're obviously really skilled players, but maybe just not fully being, you know, either like maybe there's some issues with trying to figure out the new players, the new roles that everybody's playing or something, not feeling like they were strong enough to fight at that point. Whatever the case, it's, I'm sure, frustrating.
Well, Lone Druid almost has 4 staff at least.
All right.
Big pickup.
I mean, does have they kind of missed that window that you were talking about completely, or do you think the answer for Hellraisers is still to keep fighting, or is it now changed into that like awful game of having to find pickoffs and avoid fights?
Yeah, I think it's kind of reset stage now.
Okay.
I don't think they're strong enough. Like this Mouse team, I think they just have a little too much for them to deal with. Maybe I might be like underestimating it by a little bit, but if they lose one more engagement, then it's definitely reached that stage.
Okay.
Like maybe they could take one more fight and come out on top potentially, but that's it.
And meanwhile, I think that probably Mouse realized something's going on. There's creeps just hitting their barracks, while all 5 of them are over here. Now they're gonna TP en masse back to defend. Unfortunately, the bear was the first one that went forward, and Skylark has an opportunity to initiate if he wants to jump on one of these heroes. Kaiser with the Radiance gives them a little bit of that mischance, but I don't know. This is rough. This is rough.
And Mouths, they're just sitting outside their base right now. I think at some point they should definitely go back and focus on taking Roshan.
Yeah. That's always been a sort of a question for Mouse, is like making the right decisions pretty consistently. They've put themselves in position like this in the past. Well, they lift up Thug. That's a decent start. Glimmer Cape on Madara. They're just going to retreat. I don't know if they can actually do anything here. Kaiser, he ends up getting lifted as well. They might be able to catch him out as well. Echo Slam there as well. The Ice Blast, I don't know if it's going to be enough, but the Earthshaker has maybe made it enough for them to find these kills. And now Kaiser chasing forward for Spartan. They're going to be able to bring him down. Radiance and the chains. That's more than enough. Maybe next time. Also in trouble. Hook shots away. Doesn't have a TP though, so it might not be enough as well. A Cogs pushback as well. They're able to get out, but that was a huge win right there for Hellraisers, taking down 3.
And this is the thing. See, like, I think they should have been doing this already. They're behind 8,000 gold, and they still managed to win the team fight because of just how strong this combo is. You have a Brewmaster who can pretty much take one person out of the fight, and then the Chain Frost as well as the Echo Slam. Like, they didn't even use Chain Frost because he didn't even have enough mana. But
yeah,
even without that, it was enough to win a team fight.
Oh no, Hellraisers. They've got to know that something's happening here, right? Like, oh god. Oh, Courier goes down though. Ice Blast, not going to quite be on the mark. They get the push back onto 3-3, and now the Remnant forward. They've caught onto 2 of them. Madara shows back up, blows up the Earthshaker, lift up onto Kaiser. They are going to keep chasing Bambo, not able to stay on top of them, and maybe next time just a little bit too elusive. They do have another round if they want to hook shot in, catch onto Bambo, push him back, cut him down. The Brewmaster is dead, and Madara is going to clean up Roche.
Right after they win that engagement.
Yeah.
Right after they win that engagement, this happens.
I mean, they don't have Brew Split, right?
They don't have Brew Split, and they don't have the fastest Roshing lineup. They do have, like, Medallion, but I don't think it's enough. There's not even, like, a Blightstone or a Deso, so, I mean, that was going to be a very long Roshan, so... Bit of a misplay there. It's kind of hard to fault them for it, I think. You know, you gain a lot of momentum after that, and you feel like you could get a little more, and you just beat away your lead, or not your lead, but what you've earned in the last engagement.
Whatever ground, it's 1 step forward, 2 steps back. And, well, they are going to be able to push out these lanes again without too much fear of anything. If Ember Spirit's 6th round for any considerable amount of time, it's an Atos into a Reaper's Sight. Speaking of which, though, there was that big Courier kill that I think had the gem on it, if I'm not mistaken, as well as 3 components of Thug's Aghanim Scepter. So gem right now is on... Does anybody have it?
I think someone just picked it up. Yeah, J4.
Okay, yeah. J4 has it. All right. So that one was the gem that was purchased by Skylark. So that's a big pickup, that Courier kill that we didn't talk about earlier.
Yeah. Oh, Skylark. You found one.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. They're going to be able to find that kill. So 3-3 goes down, and hook shot connects. Man, well played by maybe next time. They get the lift up as well with the Ewell Scepter to keep J4 under control. The flame break is not going to push him back, but they'll still be able to burn him down. Maybe not. Good fissure by Milan, saving his buddy's life.
This is still a pretty good
Bottom tower is in turmoil.
reason to chase though. They don't have a mid shrine anymore.
Yeah.
Looks like
Well,
they're
and-
gonna give it up.
Ember Spirit is split pushing, so he's getting a tier 2 while this is happening. But there's no way that they could defend it, really. I don't think.
Gallant Radiant.
Yeah, not without your Syllabear. I think you just give it up. You deal with losing one lane of Rax. I don't think they're gonna be able to take a second one.
Barracks have fallen. Dire's bottom tower.
Well, they are kind of trying to get into position to make that happen. Madara, not afraid to hit the tower, and he does have that Aegis, so can go for the armlet toggles. Bambo gonna chase,
Under attack.
and Madara should be able to get out of here. Okay, yeah. Force staff away. Syllabear chasing. All right, hoof stomp him. Oh, what a play!
Oh.
Oh my God, Milani's so sad. He's so sad. Madara finds the kill, and now they get the Fusel Blade as well onto Ember. The lift up for him for a moment, but they got the Atos. He can't remnant away. Oh, is he going to be able to get out of there? The Chain Frost is out. Madara again with the lift up, and now trying to remnant out. They get the hook shot. Not quite going to break him down, but they will finally, maybe, possibly get the kill. His remnant is so slow, but he's still getting away from him. Madara is going to end up losing the Aegis. Meanwhile, Clockwork and Batrider went down. The Atos is there now onto Bambo. They're trying to turn Kaiser back up to full HP. 3-3 is taking a lot of heat, but it looks like they're not going to be able to find those kills either. Now Bambo is there as well. The Ice Blast's not going to connect onto anybody, but they get the Reaper Scythe, and it's not going to kill off Kaiser. This guy is living through absolutely everything. They take down Madara as well. So now they've gone too deep yet again, and going to be punished for it as they're going to lose Thug. 4 down. Hellraisers, just maestros of the team fight right here. And now they almost caught the Ancient Apparition as well. It's already a 4,000 gold swing. And if they can get Spartan,
they'll get him. Yeah, they'll get him.
man, they made it work.
I feel like at this point, I've kind of expected this to happen. Just you know, a seesaw of Dota.
It's the new classic.
Also, did you just say Maestro?
I did.
You
You
know,
okay with that?
I don't want to be a smartass, but I feel like that's not how it's pronounced.
Isn't it Maestro? How's it supposed to be pronounced?
See, that's the thing. I don't know 100%, but I could have sworn it is not pronounced that way.
I mean, I'm sure it's not. I'm an idiot, so you know, it's fine. By the way, I want to take your attention to the 3-3 Deso build. Haven't seen that one on the Lone Druid. I usually tended to see like Scotty back in the day, if I remember right. Do you like this?
No, well, the classic build is that people they build the Maelstrom, right? Because it helps you
Oh,
farm
right.
faster, and then it builds into Mjolnir. And I think
Okay.
it's not the build this game simply because you're against a Necrophos who has a Hood of Defiance, and like you're kind of the main damage dealer when it comes to Necrophos as well as Lifestealer. So Lifestealer, I mean, if you look at his items, he's kind of low on armor, right? He's only got the armlet in terms of an armor item until he finishes that AC. I mean, he's gonna be pretty squishy. So
Yeah.
I definitely like this Deso pickup.
And it's cool to see people like willing to switch up the builds to, you know, figure out what it is exactly that they need. Also, plus the effect just looks cool, you know?
That's true.
Gotta love that.
Oh, and Bambo, he's making his way towards the Scepter. This is going to be a pretty big pickup as well.
Oh, yeah. So you get the Clap on the Earth Panda, you get Drunken Haze on the Storm Panda, and you get Drunken Brawler on the Fire Panda, and then you get Carpal Tunnel as well because you have to hit so many buttons. Is that right?
So many buttons. Maybe if you're not very good at microing, I guess
Yeah,
it's a little
fair
too much
enough.
to press. I mean, okay, think about it this way. Okay, if you're playing Brewmaster, right,
Yeah.
You already have to hit Clap, and you already have to hit Drunken Haze, right? And if you
Right.
split, nothing has changed, really. It's just
You just
on
do
a
it
different
again.
unit. Yeah, you just do it again. It's on a different
Okay.
unit.
You have to hit tabs between them as well, I think.
Okay, I mean, I'm not gonna. I'm not obviously. I'm not gonna sell it as it's incredibly easy to micro, but I mean, it's not too many buttons to press. It's not like it's not quite the same as playing, you know, Invoker or Meepo or Chen, for example.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. I actually love playing Brewmaster and getting Ags. It's one of my favorite Ags upgrades on a hero. But it's one of those that always feels like it has the potential to be amazing. And then when you see it in pubs, it's not great. But when you see it in pro games, it's like, oh my god, why does not everybody do this? And he is close to getting it with that, you know, what, 1,400 gold away? Sierra doesn't have the gold per minute talent, but any other big talents that we should be talking about right now? Lone Druid, he's gotten a level 20, so the Spirit Bear armor is the one that he goes for. Makes sense against the Lifestealer and such.
You know, I feel like it's a pretty hard choice.
Ooh. Wait a minute, Bambo though. Do they spot him? They jump forward. They're instead deciding to go into the Lone Druid.
this is a
That's a
much
good
better
way
target.
to start this out. And now Spartan taking a lot of damage as well. Bambo's able to get that initiation. They find him there as well. Maybe next time tried to interrupt him, but they couldn't quite get it. So they're gonna take down Spartan. And now maybe next time, also the one that they're turned upon, they already buy back on the Lone Druid. And I think that right now, Mouse are in too deep to get away from this. Thug and Skylark,
They need to get out right now.
they get lifted up on one. They are going to be able to get out with Skylark, but it looks like Thug is going to be the one left
They found
behind.
33. They need to save 33.
He's running away, trying to get out of there. This would be a dieback for him indeed. And the fear, Madara, though, he's on top of him, and they found that kill. Now they turn it back around, and they've got control of Kaiser. Trying to Remnant away. They have the Diffusal Blade on him, so he's slowed up to all hell, and his Remnant has worn off. Nowhere left to go. Yule's Scepter, but to no avail. He's going to be killed off. So it looked bad for a moment when they bought back with the Lone Druid, but at the end of the day, Mouse cleaning up.
That was once again. I'm gonna have to give the credit to Madara. It was such a chaotic fight, and during all of that, he just. Oh wait, hold that thought. They're gonna buy back.
Echo, big combo. It comes out, and now again, the seesaw. Oh, he got sent Skylark. Skylark's maybe still gonna go down here though. I think it's not gonna matter. Yeah, they'll probably be able to kill him both twice. Ice Blast is there as well. Madara turns around and kills off J4. He turns around and maybe gonna kill up Milan as well. He's taunting in their faces, but about to die as well, it looks like. It's not enough. Too bad. I would have been pretty sick.
All right. Obviously, the game couldn't have possibly ended there because they had to, you know, give up a couple of kills in traditional fashion. This game, I mean, you know, they can still do it. It's not gonna be easy, but they can still do it.
I mean, they've shown that they're capable of winning team fights at this point, and they are getting into these later stage items. I mean, I've got to be worried because all of the kiting potential that you still have is hard to deal with. Like, you've got Force Staff here for the Ancient Apparition. Lifestealer is becoming this, like, ridiculous, indomitable force. It's the AC done. You're talking about that being his big issue. Heaven's Halberd done for the Clockwork as well. I don't know. It does feel like they have a lot of avenues to just deal with everything that Hellraisers are throwing at them.
I mean, the thing is, the way I see these engagements going is that with the lead that mousesports have, it's actually not even enough to actually beat Hellraisers in a 5-on-5 fight.
Okay.
The problem that Hellraisers are having right now is that they just keep getting out initiated. It's always 33 who gets jumped on first, and then the worst part is he buys back and then he dies again.
Yeah.
If they can keep 33 alive so that he can start hitting people from the backlines, that's when they start winning these team fights. So, I mean, Hellraisers just have to be careful about of that. Make sure that your Syllabear is gonna be alive.
And you know the scary thing too is that if he does end up like getting, if Hellraisers win a fight with no buybacks on the Dire right now, or at some point in the future, he could potentially like switch up the items and move them over to his bear when they're sieging, and then he's able to deal as much tower damage as you normally see out of a Lone Druid bear. Like Mask of Madness, Deso on the bear? Why not?
Yeah, it is an option.
Like,
He does have the Lincolns now too, so this is a very nice pickup for him. He's gonna be a little bit safer, just a little bit.
that smoke is not going to be scouted. They need to do this before this creep wave pushes in too far. And it looks like maybe next time they might realize that he is here. Can they blow him up in time? The jump forward, Bambo's found him. They're going to be able to catch, but no, not quite. He gets the Force Staff away and now needing to get out of there. Ancient Apparition, he does have the jump away. The Glimmer Cape, it's not enough to save his life in 3-3. He's going to end up going down yet again. Reapers sight this out as well. 3 are dead. They buy back on the Earthshaker. But I don't know if this is going to be enough. Maybe next time. They took a lot of damage there from that Chain Frost. Kaiser still following this up.
Panda is doing a lot too.
Yeah, making it happen. That newly purchased Aghanim Scepter. He has the lift up onto Thug, blinks away, Bambo able to get out. They're still chasing. If they chase too far, though, Kaiser is still here. And they might be able to take down Skylark. Milan, that's really unfortunate. No, he's going to be able to get away. He does have Blink Dagger back up again in a second. And I think that they might have saved Private Bambo. Yeah, he's getting out of there. What's the final tally for you as far as who wins that fight?
I would have to say that mousesports should be pulling ahead with that one. They managed to kill off the Lone Druid again, so I think as long as they keep killing off the Lone Druid, and he's going to progress very slowly in items, and Madara is just going to reach this point where, I mean, he honestly is already at that point where him and Thug just need to hit him a couple times and throw the Reaper Sight and kill him. So,
yeah. $7,000 net worth lead right now, and shooting towards that 6,000 experience lead as well. The one downside that you can see is that Lifestealer is now going to be out of Diffusal Blade charges, and that might be something a little bit concerning. It's been one of the main avenues that they've had to try and keep the Lone Druid under control. Not to mention, you know, the Lincoln Sphere as well. That's, you know, you can't really lasso him anymore.
yeah, it actually does kind of hurt a bit. Oh, bottom lane.
Can they get him?
They missed the
No,
hook.
he's out.
Nice.
That would have been big.
Well, all the cooldowns are back for Hellraiser, so if they want to take another fight, they could, but it is going to be against an Aegis Zara. Might actually have to resort to hiding once again, wait for the Aegis before they decide to fight. It's going to be a cheese as well, so not going to be easy.
Yeah, and Mouse are ready to move in. There are no wards up on the high ground, and Radiant Vision, they do have this ward, which is placed pretty uniquely, but they don't see Spartan. He's smoked up behind the lines with Skylark there as well. Bambo. Now they don't see these heroes. They see the clockwork, but that's about it. Now they jump forward. They find Thug. That's the initiation that they wanted. Can they do it? The BKB is already out, though, and now Skylark looking for a jump forward. He's able to catch here onto the back lines. Madara hitting away as well onto the Lone Druid, but he's going to end up getting away. 33 is out of there. Now Madara is being kited. He's trying to take down that bear, but it's really the Lone Druid that's taking him down. And now running away. He got the open wounds onto J4, but I don't know if that's good enough. They are still just tickling, though. This Madara Lifestealer, he is so freaking tanky, and, well, maybe going to be able to arm with Toggle away. No. Aegis is down. They've already lost the Ancient Apparition and the Lich. Can they find any more? Reaper's Sight is available as well. Skylark jumps in. Doesn't have any mana left, though. And he's just going to get brought down. Now they need to get out. Kaiser. Remnant forward. Finds Madara. Chains is there. Can't turn around. Rage is available if he wants to use it. Do they get any hook shot? Oh, it's missed. He split the uprights. He didn't hit anything. Now the Echo, the turnaround. They got one. That's going to be a kill there. Madara's going down. The Echo Slam was not nearly enough to get away from, as maybe next time is also going to be in trouble. They're going to be able to catch him and kill him off most likely as well. Hellraisers, another great team fight.
This is exactly what they need. They just can't hesitate. You see, like, they know what's happening. So instead of just waiting to see for the waiting to see the perfect moment, Bambo just jumps in. He just assumes this is probably where everyone is. This is the best place to jump in. I'm just gonna go. and it just puts mousesports in such a bad position when the brew split is right in the middle of your entire team.
Yeah.
And at that point, Madara has to make a decision, right? He's like, am I going to hit buildings? Am I going to turn around and start team fighting? And because of that, top lane, Kaiser, I think he's fine.
Yeah, he gets the remnant away. It's only a level 2 ultimate with no Agnums. Well, 47 minutes in. The game, it's still into Mouse's favor, but it's starting to trend towards Hellraiser's way as they keep on winning these team fights.
I mean, I think for the rest of this game, we're always going to be in this position where initiation is everything. I think both sides just have exactly what it takes to win an engagement. It just really depends on who starts the fight the way they want to.
Yeah. All right. And anything else that's coming out soon that might be a big difference maker here? We've already talked about like level 25s. They're on Thug. You also have it on Ember. He went for the cooldown reduction. Lifestealer, I think he probably went for the armor. Yeah, he took the armor. You could make the argument that the rage duration's pretty good this game too, but I mean it's making it work. Like he took very little damage from that lone druid.
Yeah, he definitely needs the armor here. I think 1 second of rage is not going to help as much. He might need to replace his armlet somewhere down the line for more like dispel or magic immunity. Like you might have to pick up a BKB or maybe even a Manta because of how much disable is coming out of this Ember Spirit. Oh, Skylark, he's looking for someone, but he gets stopped by J4.
That was really good recognition, and just these vision now. Spartan is gonna force half the low ground. Glimmercape keeping him alive as well. Milan thought about chasing for that, but they call off the charge. Meanwhile, though, bottom lane again is pushing in, and you know they've already lost the melee barracks down here. They constantly have to play babysitting duties on each of these lanes.
Yeah, that's the one thing that's nice that they have going for them is that Ember Spirit is a very good hero when it comes to pushing out these lanes, especially because they have a lone druid bear. Yeah. If they wanted to push out the lanes, you can actually just hide your bear so that Ember Spirit could TP onto it and then push out the lane, and then you could just bring everyone back.
That's a good point. Well, we're 50 minutes into this game, and it's not feeling like there's a clear favorite to win it, nor is it feeling like there's a clear path to winning the game, really. How do you see this unfolding for both of these teams now? Like, it is a Batrider and a Clockwork, so they should pretty consistently have not only better initiation, but better vision. Is it just because, like, they didn't have that gem for a little while? Do you expect Mouse to try and, now with this gem on Batrider, go around in a dewarding mission?
Well, that last engagement wasn't even the thing about wards. It's the fact that they were trying to brute force their way up to high ground, right? So it's gonna kind of.
They see Milan. They see Milan. Echo Slam misses. Echo. Yeah, great reinitiation there. Now they found him. It's gonna end up being the counterplay. Skylark with so much vision, and the Ice Blast out as well. Bambo, he does manage to get his ulti off Milan. Sidestepping the Ancient Attrition Blast, and the Reaper Sight comes out. He's still gonna end up dying. Kaiser has the Ice Blast on him, but not enough damage to bring him down. Clockwork's gonna live through this, I believe. Although maybe not as they come back in a second time. Can they get away? Madara, he gets the bash onto the bear, but didn't have the rage. The bear will still end up going down. The final tally looks like it's going to be Earthshaker, as well as probably Bambo. I don't think that he can get away from this one, as they are hexing, they are cogsing, and guess what? That Ags Reaper, it's pretty good. No buyback.
That might be it. Two people with no buyback. And I mean, that's what it really comes down to, like the initiation. Earthshaker, that actually would have been a very good initiation if Earthshaker was able to find it there, but Madara with the quick fingers just reacted instantly. Rages off the Echo, and from then on, Hellraisers were just in the worst spot ever to fight.
Yeah. Well, and I think that, you know, again, it goes to show how important that vision is. Just having the invis for Skylark and then being able to have the gem on him ready to go. They have better vision. They take better fights. And now staring down the barrel of no answer. A good jump away from Kaiser. Maybe again, they've gone too far. Maybe next time gets the pushback with the cogs. 3-3 still hitting. They've got some big damage dealers here. Shiva's out as well. Maybe next time. Brought below half HP. Fear not used. Madara turns to fight, wants to take down the Ember. He gets the Yule Scepter and then the jump away. So still alive for the moment, and they will have another bear in 50 seconds. I believe that it ended up getting taken down. So Thug jumps forward. He's starting to fall down. Is he going to end up dying? He's actually a liver through this. Kaiser's not dying to that. In fact, it's Thug that's going to fall. Killing spree for 3-3. Everybody's going to be slowed down by this Chain Frost bouncing back and forth. And, well, maybe Kaiser can do enough. Good jump inside the Skylark Batrider. But they'll find themselves not another kill, maybe next time. Oh my God. Again, getting away on just nothing. Does he get away from there? TP out. They don't find him. Oh, maybe next time. Again with the great escape. But they did lose a lot from that. Tier 3 tower and, well, all of the creeps were pushing in. J4 almost dying to creeps here as well.
I mean, I'm still super impressed that Hellraisers are not out of this game yet. That was a 3-man defense, and mousesports just couldn't close out the game. And the worst part is Thug actually dies in that push. That was an insane hold.
Hey man, you gotta do what you gotta do, and I feel like with these items coming back in again, it's starting to get a little bit tougher now to deal with this lone druid. He's becoming more and more of an issue, and when he gets into that Savage Roar cooldown, it's going to be harder to kill him and just disrupting team fights.
Yes.
So 54 minutes in, it is a regen rune for maybe next time, and an invis again for Skylark. So on top of his Shadow Blade. We'll see how they end up playing the next few minutes of this out. Any other 25s that have come up? Doesn't look like it.
Brewmaster is kind of good, maybe. I don't actually know how good it is. Is 2,000 health to primal split units even any good? They don't ever actually focus him down, so.
That's probably at the attack speed one. Does that affect the drunken brawler Fire Panda?
I actually don't know if the attack speed affects the any of the pandas. I think it's only your hero.
Okay. I mean, he does hit pretty hard at this point. 180 plus the crits. And he's going back for a Lincoln Sphere next. Ancient Apparition, 2,000 gold away from an Aghanim Scepter. Seems unlikely the game is going to get that far, but there's a chance.
Well, if he does go for the attack speed, I mean, he's going to have to change up his build entirely. This for 55 minutes, he does nothing. This is like tickling damage.
Okay.
You need like Daedalus and BKB, Abyssal.
The dream. All right. Well, it's going to be Mouse again. A little afraid to go forward. They only have one buyback right now. And it's on the Lifestealer. Kaiser, does he get found out? They have the Lincoln Sphere and a way to break it as well. He's gonna remnant forward. Kaiser, very bold. Does he get caught? Do they find him? Do they want to go on this? They break the Lincoln Sphere. Maybe an opening? Again, they have Batrider there. They go forward. They're able to catch him. Ice Blast out as well. He's under fire and gonna end up falling. Reaper's Scythe is there. He does have buyback, uses it immediately. Now Kaiser in front of them. He's caught one onto that clockwork. Can they find any more? Madara jumps inside of a friendly creep. Oh, great play. That's gonna keep him alive for the moment. And now the Brewlane's chasing. They've got themselves Spartan. Clockwork's lifted up as well. Maybe next time gets the pushback on the Cogs. Again, they only have buyback right now on the Lifestealer as well as that Necrophos. If these heroes start to go down, maybe an opening for Hellraisers. Kaiser's still chasing. Able to find maybe next time they get that kill. There are creeps inside the base at the lower tower. And Madara jumps out. He's gonna get caught now for the moment. Can they kill him off? They body block. They find it. Root. Is there a root? There's no root. They find it. They got the root right at the last second. Madara goes down. He does have buyback again, but the tier 4 towers are under siege. They need to deal with this.
I think he's just all in. Well, maybe you don't need to all in.
They have Roche as well. Yeah.
They want to make him buyback at least, so I think.
Well, Bambo did go for the attack speed talent from the quickness of these attacks that we're hearing. And he has ultimate again in a second, but Skylark also has Flaming Lasso. Jump forward. They've caught themselves the brew. He's going to end up getting gone on. Doesn't have enough damage yet, though, to bring him down. He's hexed. Can they kill it off? It is going to be Bambo down.
I think if he doesn't have to die to that site, it's not as bad. It's still bad, but it's not as bad. They need that Aegis.
Oh, they're in there.
He got it.
Skylark, they're chasing Milan, and they see him. So he is going to fall here. Buyback status. Kaiser, he goes in for this? All right, he has buyback too. So everybody dead right now has buyback on Hellraisers. They've been able to even up this game, at least to a large extent.
They definitely need to buy back for this. I think the creep wave is right outside their base, but at the same time, like, mousesports just has to be so careful because you can always just get caught out of position by this Ember Spirit, and then the double buyback comes out, and you could just lose the team fight here.
Yeah.
Because Madara does not have a buyback, so things could get very, very bad for them.
I mean, in these late game scenarios, it feels as if it's just, all right, who wins the team fight? Now they're ahead for this next period of moments. And the last team fight that was won and the buyback that was forced was by the Lifestealer. And the rest of these heroes don't have buyback. You know, Thug is the only one that does, and they're still pushing. It's a very questionable one. If they can kill Kaiser here, this would be big. They're starting to bring him low. The Abyssal Blade is out as well. He's dead. But again, he has buyback. Spartan?
Is he gonna die?
Spartan's dead. He has buyback as well. Can they force any of these?
They actually don't have to buy back on anyone. Alright, J4 actually doesn't even care. He's just going to Chain Frost to push out waves. he should save up for a Scepter then.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't think he should underestimate his ultimate. His ultimate definitely contributes quite a bit in team fights, so you want to be able to have that for the engagements.
Bambo got the gem, so now they have one of the 3 gems that is in this game right now. Who bought this one? Let's see. That one was bought by J4. Clockwork was bought by Skylark, and Skylark's was bought by Spartan. Okay.
Alright, this is what they need. Burst damage. Dagon 5 on Necrophos. This is the way to go.
Yep. We saw the power of this the other day against mid one, actually. I don't remember if it was Thug that got it or if it was another Necro player, but
yeah, I think it was Thug. It was Thug.
It's
they won
really
the game
good
because of it. Yeah.
Well, net worth matters so much less at this point, but relative net worth does kind of matter a decent amount, and we can see that you have a very farmed Batrider and Clockwork, which are able to get a lot done in these fights. And that might be one of the difference makers, as Lifestealer rebuys his Diffusal Blade now. But bottom lane, Milan, gonna get hit by that Ice Blast. Not an Aghanim's one yet. Still 1,000 gold away from that.
Skylark was hoping that someone would be out of position down here, but not going to find anything. It's a tense game. Both sides at risk of losing with one mistake, so no one really wants to commit.
And the team who ends up losing this game, they're out of the tournament entirely.
Well, it's the best of 3.
I know. Well, that's a good point. Yeah, that's why I should have said that the team who ends up losing this best of 3 is out of the tournament, but don't want to go down in game number 1 if you can avoid it. And again, the winner of this is going to move on to face the winner of our next series, which is going to take place a little bit later on today. Penta versus Kingwin. Kingwin having just taken down Mouse a couple of minutes ago, right before this game ended up getting started. 32-39, and nobody wanting to take a concerted effort towards the other side. Lone Druid will have buyback in 2 minutes, as J4 just keeps on ulti creep waves.
I mean, he's getting a lot of gold now.
Yeah.
He's a little over halfway for a Scepter if he wants it.
Do you think Scepter is the way to go?
I think it is. The way he's been playing it, you might as well, right?
Yeah.
Because you definitely want that infinite bounce.
Ooh. Up top, a DD rune. That is pretty nice. Lone Druid gonna pick that up now. And do they try and make some type of a move? Kaiser can head back and defend for the bottom lane.
They're smoked.
Yeah, it looks like they want to fight with this. Do they find anybody, though? Maybe they just take down the tier 3 tower mid so they can get the shrine afterwards? Oh, Aegis just expired.
This is risky, but he does have double damage.
Yeah.
I wonder if 33 actually needs BKB instead of this Mask of Madness. I feel like he should actually just pick up Mask of Madness or BKB and replace this. It would make it so much harder to kill him.
Put Mask of Madness on his bear.
Yeah.
All right. Apparently, maybe next time needs to take another trip to the bathroom. You remember his little chat with Mid One yesterday?
Mid One's theory crafting on why the pause is still going.
Yeah. Well, game number 1. It's only begun.
I don't know if they're going to commit to this. I think they should just back because Lone Druid doesn't have an Aegis anymore. I don't think he has buyback yet either.
Yeah.
I mean, it's close enough. It's like a minute away.
Let's see. What else do we have here? The Ancient Apparition. Maybe next time. Lotus. We've seen that be pretty effective. He's going back for an Aghanim Scepter himself. Looks like it's going to be Daedalus eventually for this Lifestealer.
Yeah, I definitely like that pickup for replacing the armlet. I'm kind of surprised that Bat Rider doesn't have a BKB. I feel like BKB would be pretty important for a Bat Rider here, so you don't get, rooted or Earthshaker stunned. And I think the worst one is probably the Fear on the Syllabear. Getting feared on anyone is like the most annoying thing when you're trying to kill a Lone Druid.
Yeah. All right, time to go. He's back from his duties. Like the things he had to do, not you guys know. 63 minutes in, and Bat Rider, he's been able to get he has gone for the 8-second Firefly duration. 26-second duration, 35-second cooldown. Not bad.
Hey, if you get Octarine, you can actually like have it running forever almost.
Yeah. Then they always know where you are. Yeah, and they're gonna back out like you were talking about.
Good for my task.
I think at this rate, the game might be decided at a Roshan fight, and mousesports definitely has the advantage when it comes to that because there's no shrine to work with for Radiant.
So I have never seen this before, but plus 35 frost armor, structure armor. That seems like the play here, right?
Oh yeah, for sure, definitely.
How absurd is that? How much is at like 35 plus armor? They're already at 15. So they're going up to, well, actually it's plus as well. So it's not just that you get 35. It's actually going to be what? 44? 44 armor?
Yeah, that's correct.
That seems pretty insane.
You are correct about that. It is pretty insane. It makes it very difficult to finish off these buildings. Milan, he's trying to find Skylark.
Ooh.
No.
They spot a little fiery trail. They jump in. They don't get him. Skylark running away. Milan trying to chase them. They end up lassoing. Is this the turnaround? No, he's ended up going down. Milan is still going to fall. The gem on the ground as well. Thug getting chased down by 3-3. He's taking so much damage, but they don't have any way to break that. So it looks like with this, they're going to buy back on Earthshaker maybe next time. Dives in deep, trying to get the pushback right now, and he's going to be able to Shadow Blade away. 3-3 still staying alive. Bambo chasing down after Spartan. They have vision of him. He's going to fall as well. So Ancient Apparition and Lich. Gems on the ground all over the place here, and the chase is still going on. Maybe next time, in trouble, the Shiva's Guard's going to fight him. There's just been battle in the jungle.
They have to be so careful here, though. Rest of Mouse is coming in.
All right, Thug shows up. He has Reapers again. They got him caught. That's going to end up being a kill. 3-3 is down. Can they find any more? They buy back on everybody now, and, well, trying to turn it. Can they kill off Bambo? He is still barely alive. Is still probably going to fall down. Actually ends up getting a blink off. All right, doesn't matter. He's still going to fall. Now the Echo Slam, the turn, the catch onto 2. Milan trying to escape. They have buyback on Bambo as well if they want to take it. Another hook shot. And maybe next time is back in the fray. They want to run down Kaiser here. He turns. He wants to fight. Can he kill him off? Kug, he's going to have another initiation. He's got Reaper's Scythe again. He can turn onto Kaiser right now if he wants to. And there it is, because they have enough damage. They got him. No! They end up taking down the Necro. And Skylark as well. Can he fall? So buyback status. Earthshaker doesn't have buyback. So he's going to end up being out of this fight. Madara jumps inside of a catapult. He should live through this for a while. But the final tally is that Necro is there. And yeah, tier 4s. They need to get back and defend this. The fight's gone on for too long.
I think mousesports are happy with that. That's definitely a mousesports victory. They still have buyback on their 2 cores.
Oh my god, they hold bought back.
Yeah,
and they
everyone.
Oh man.
Oh, it's not over yet. Madari jumps out.
He's there on top of him. They weren't expecting this. Bambo in trouble. He tries to get the split off. He is gonna get it. But Spartan is in trouble now. J4 also in trouble. He gets the lift up. He's still barely alive. Has Glimmer Cape available? Can he get out of there? It looks like he's going to be able to. Now he Glimmer Capes Lone Druid instead. They have Dust, the fear to get him away. That cooldown reduction, so key for this one. But they've got him. Lone Druid dead. 160 seconds. No buyback. No buyback on anybody. They're all dying. Kaiser, the last one left alive with Bambo. And Bambo doesn't have split when he gets back here, I don't believe. Yeah, 70 seconds, no split. Kaiser trying to get away, but with 140 seconds, they get the bash. They got the kill, most likely. He's trying to run to no avail.
Skylark has no mana.
I think that this is still going to be Hellraisers losing this game. Yeah, Thug's got him. There's going to be the Reapers onto 1. Bambo's dead. Dagon as well. Milan trying to save a life.
Oh,
that little skull is chasing him. Run away. But GG is called. Finally, Mouse take the game. 67 minutes. My word.
That was a tough game for them to win.
Yeah, it was.
I don't think Bambo should commit so hard to killing off just an AA. Like, AA just ran away from him and kited him throughout the entire split duration. I think he really should focus on disabling the cores, disabling, you know, their Bat Rider and their Clockwork, and not worry about an AA. I think you really need to commit